show you what the outside looks like. There it is. It's certainly taken a long time to do, but we've finally got the shed built, roof on, gutters on, everything's going. I've even got a little tank connected, which I'll show you, and it's already full of water, which is amazing. So now we're onto the interior, and before I can do any linings or get any electrical and plumbing done, I've got to make some frames. So as you can see across here and all of this area, I've got to put up frames so we can put our Gyprock on, but in those frames we've got to put insulation and we've got to put all the electrical and plumbing. So let me show you what I've been doing so far. So I've set up my work area, my bench, my compressor, to use a nail gun to knock all the frames together, and they're going in between, like from here to here, there'll be frames. But before I did that, I had to seal it all up. So this is insulation, and these bits here were gaps, so I've had to tape them up. All the joints now are taped up. We've got no air gaps anymore, and air gaps obviously are no good when you're insulating. I'm still yet to do this side. As you can see, these sides here aren't done, as you can see by all the big gaps up in here and so on. So I've still got to do all those. I've just run out of tape, but most of it's done, and that's what the inside looks like. I'll show you what the outside looks like. There it is. I've made myself a nice entry so we don't get mud inside for now, and I've put up all the guttering. I've installed this nice 5,000 litre tank, so hopefully this studio won't run out of water anytime soon, and it's just got to be connected up to the other roof. So I've got to put a pipe across there from the other gutter and a pipe across here from the other shed. And here's another view from the top. Tank looks nice tucked away around the corner there, so you'll only see it really from this side, not from the front or the side. Really pleased as punch about this. Here's my downpipes and my framing timber, so all that's now got to be cut to put inside as framing. Now the other thing we have to do is put battens up here. They're going to be metal battens. It'll hold the Gyprock at the right spacing that we need, because that's we can't fix these because the Gyprock won't span that far. Same on this side, even though there's more of them. Why we've got more in here is so we can put solar panels on, and that's to take the extra weight, but we still need to put battens through. So this is the ceiling batten that's going to go up there. So when I'm screwing these ceiling battens in place, I'm screwing them diagonally opposite, but also diagonally opposite in the roof battens above. So they're on a one on the left on the top and on the right on the bottom. And on the bottom there, you can see where I've slotted it in a hole in the insulation. That actually sits on top of the timber frame to support the end. And there it is. There's the roof battens done. Half the roof. Still have the other half to do, but that gets me out half the roof so I can start doing some more frames on this side. And now on to cutting the timber frame. And then we assemble and nail the frame together. And then it's on to lifting up the frames and putting them in place. These steel blocks that you see here fixed to the columns have been screwed in place so that when I put the frame in, I can actually nail the frame to the blocks. And onto frame 2, which is the bathroom wall. But you don't need to see all of that, so let's get on to nailing in some noggins. And some more noggins. Still more noggins. Lots of noggins, but you get the idea. And the reason I cut the noggins in later was so that I could make them fit exactly between the columns. Well, here's a change. Let's do some measuring for, you guessed it, more noggins. And now I'm fitting and nailing in some extra framing to support the wall that's going to come out there. And this is the bathroom wall that I'm lifting and putting into place. And this wall is going to be the side of the storeroom. That's right in the peak, so I had to lift it up into the peak and then gently slide it into place. Or maybe not so gently. And this is the end wall that goes in front of the bathroom and the storeroom. I have to carefully lift this up so that it fits up into the ridge in the high point and then swing it around carefully. There's not much space here, so I had to lift it up over the rubbish there I've got and slot it in. Well, here's a bit more work I'm going to show you. I've got the frames finished, we've got the electrical installed, and we're just about to install insulation and put on the Gyprock, some of the Gyprock for now, and then we'll be having Gyprock come in and help us do the high bits and the roofs and all the setting. So let me show you around. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but yeah, at least work has been done. We've got electrical, as you can see, wires, we've got plumbing, a shower, vanity and a toilet, and we've got walls now ready to have all the insulation installed and all this Gyprock put in. And we've got a few bags of insulation. That's not enough to do the whole thing. There was just a shortage and we just had to grab whatever we could just so we can do some work this weekend. So we've got insulation. I didn't really show putting it in. It's really itchy, horrible stuff. And you just got to see me in overalls and a mask and gloves, cutting and putting all this in. And don't mind that I've got half pink and half yellow. Like I said, that's all I had at the time. So that's what we used. There we go. Most of the wall's done. When I get a bit more during the week, we'll do the ceiling and the last wall on the side here. So for now, let's start putting in some Gyprock. Okay, so first with some glue on the studs. Then in with the first sheet. We'll need to measure and cut out for the plumbing. And then we have to hope that it fits, and I cut the holes in the right place. Nah, would I get them wrong? Anyhow, I'll see you all next week.